Hey Libra, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for your heads up for what's coming up here the week of the 29th through the 4th of February. Welcome back. Hope you guys have been doing well. All right, so Libra, you are going to have the moon position of Libra that starts on Tuesday. You'll have it all day Wednesday, and then a majority of the day on Thursday. It's going to switch around lunchtime, around 12:30 to 3:30 on the other coast. So just know that there's an opportunity for this moon in Libra to help shift a few different things for you. We are going to take all three, they said. Okay. So this previous week has been very, very crazy for a lot of people. So the main energy that they're talking about is your surrendering of whatever it is that needed to shift for you is in the process of releasing. You've been asking for something else. You've been trying to get to this next conscious point, but what they're really saying for you this week is that you're going to need to stay grounded. So this is the main energy of what's going on. So you're going to need to anchor in any of those different frequencies and things that you have pulled down and anchor that energy in. So we will focus on the grounding and anchoring for being organized here towards the end. I will go into the book and I'll give you the crystal suggestions for what's going on here. So we do have the energy of 3, and you have the energy, obviously you're in the 7th house here, Libra, and so that is all about balance. But this particular week, Libra, you are going to be in the energy of the 5th and the 6th house. So what does that mean? It means that the focal point for where Libra is in the heavens is in more of the 6th house. Now the 6th house technically is Virgo's natural placement, but what that means in the 6th house is that we're looking at practical things that need to be done on this entire week. So you start off more so in the 5th house of your joy and pleasure, but you end off this entire week in that 6th house. So you may start off this week with things that are a little bit more focused on what you would like to have done, which is great. And you're going to anchor those energies into practical day-to-day, right? Chop wood, carry water type of energies. That is what the astrology itself is trying to tell you. So make sure that you're looking at the daily transits where I go into each of these different energies with the transit information behind me. Ooh, we're taking both of them. Yep, there we go. The Empress in the past energy with the Queen of Swords. So this is Venus. This is you. This is what you're doing. You've got some strong ideas this week about where it is that you are moving forward this upcoming week. Like I said, Monday's energy, you are going to have more energy that's in the sign of Virgo, but Tuesday is where we're driving those things forward. Now, what I like about Monday's energy, the Virgo energy, yep, look at that. What are we walking away from? Is that it helps to anchor in and support where you're driving into that 6th house energy. So we have the Queen of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands on Tuesday. We are carrying in the energy of trying to identify what we can release ourselves from a little bit more with this 8 of Swords energy on Wednesday. Let's see what we have for Thursday. What pops out here is also the Page of Pentacles. Now, it's very interesting. The same card pulled out, not necessarily the same position, but the same energy of this point this week for Virgo. So for many of you guys that could be on the cusp of what's going on with Virgo, this could also be another reading that you want to go and investigate, take a look at there. We also have the energy of the Devil, followed with the 3 of Wands energy on Thursday, excuse me. That's Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Beg your pardon. Let's see what we have for Saturday for our Libra, and then we'll go into Sunday. So Saturday's energy is the Wheel of Fortune, and then Sunday's energy for Libra is the Page of Swords. Okay. Move these over just a little bit. The bottom of the deck, yes, very much. These are the same trigger cards that showed up in Virgo's reading. Nothing bad. I'm just saying some of you could very well be on the cusp, but of course those are the transits that the moon is taking this week into Virgo, into Libra, then to Scorpio. Let's look at this duplicate energy that we have here. So looking at it very very straightforwardly. And because you had all of these beginning cards, you are bringing in something here that you are trying to surrender. That's what this Eight of Swords position is about. We realize that we have a lot of things to do. This unlimited potential is with this Three of Wands, looking to move forward. But we're sort of anchored into the energy of the Devil card, or it could be Capricorn very specifically, but something that we know that we're trying to walk away from. Now, the benefit about the Devil card is that they are extremely passionate. So the Devil card is not always bad. It's really putting our energy into where we want to see this forward momentum and moving. So it could be just a lot of extra energy that's pent up. Again, the reason for trying to continue to be grounded. This Page of Swords energy that we have here, though, is indicating that you might be looking at something that's behind you or something else. By the time we get to this weekend, you're reevaluating, or you're taking another look at something that could have occurred. It could also indicate with these two pages that we have children that we're really highly focused on this week. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but going to try to cover as many things as I can here in this little reading to assist as many people as possible. But there's a lot of activity that I'm seeing for some of you that is going to require you to, in order for you to move forward with whatever it is that you really want, you have to walk away from something else. Something else that you've been focused on is just no longer cutting the mustard. You sort of know about it because when the Empress is in the reverse position, we're chasing something then rather than allowing it to come to us, right? And so the Queen of Swords, the high Libra, because this is you, is saying, nope, we have to make this final decision. I might be a little bit nervous about it, but I know that I'm putting time energy into something that maybe not providing me with this Wheel of Fortune or this abundance that it is that I'm trying to look for in a different way. Again, the King of Pentacles in the reverse position is Taurus energy. So you've got Venus, Taurus, Venus, Libra. So as we're looking at this major energy here, the universe is very clearly telling you that you're going to have to walk away from something. I want to go into the astrology of it very specifically. So on Monday, we talked about the fact that Virgo is there's a lot of beautiful energy with what Virgo has going on, and it's going to have this opposition with Neptune in Pisces, and we've been talking about pulling these rose-colored glasses off very much for a lot of people. This trine that shows up on Monday late afternoon is going to be a really harsh push between Mars and Capricorn, having a trine then with Uranus and Taurus. And so that trine is actually there to help ground in and anchor those different energies that are taking place. On Tuesday, right, when the moon enters into the sign of Libra, the big push that's going to be taking place as a potential conflict, because obviously it's going to be different for other people, is exactly that. It's a quincunx that shows up between Libra and Taurus. This is the energy that is going to be very interesting, because this quincunx that shows up is going to be sort of a conflict. Something has to change in order for it to be in its balanced motion, and the square energy that pops up is with Venus in Capricorn. What is practical, especially in relationships? Now, it doesn't have to just be a committed relationship. It could be business. It could be projects. It could be all different types of things. But something is coming up this week that the universe is like, look, it must be shifted this week. You got to get over it. And you might be a little bit nervous about doing it. You might be a little bit nervous about shifting something, but you already sort of know right now, because you've already asked for this shift to take place, that it's a little bit nerve-wracking for you. When we get to this energy of Wednesday specifically, I'm not really surprised, because the main thing that's being conflicted here is the Chiron and Aries position with that moon in Libra. You know that something is going to be affecting you on this particular day, and this is sort of going to be, you know, like right in the morning. So unfortunately, many people are just going to have this angst potential energy around them. And then again, we still have that square energy that develops a little bit later on in the evening, like around 5-6 o'clock. And so this energy is going to be about how swiftly the moon in Libra is trying to tie ends together with how fast Mars and Capricorn wants to go. So you could just be feeling a little bit low energy on this particular day. This day on Thursday, the moon moves into the sign of Scorpio, and that's going to be like around lunchtime, about 12:30. Why is this important? Because when the moon shifts into Scorpio on this particular day, Libra, what happens for you very specifically is it develops some different squares that take place in the heavens. And they don't have to be negative, but they are activation points. So whatever is not being balanced out for Libra on this particular day when the moon shifts in, you are going to have to pay attention on this day to what's going on in Pisces. And so the Pisces in, it's really the Saturn and Pisces energy this day, which is going to want for you to understand where you can unbind yourself from anything that is causing you to slow down your motion. Literally, that's what's going on in the heavens on that day. So again, I invite you to take a look at the information on the daily so that you can see this in a different format. Friday's energy. For our Scorpios, unfortunately, we have an activation that's taking place because the 2-2 portal opens up on this particular day, okay? We have a square that's taking place with now moon in Scorpio for you, and how does that affect the energy of what's going on? Well, in one sense, it's beautiful because you have a trine that's going to develop, especially later on in the afternoon, my friends, with the Venus and Capricorn. So there is this opportunity for you to realize, yes, I can move forward. So the Capricorn energy is going to be very important for our Libras when it comes to this Friday's very specific day. And on this day, you are going to have well, how do I want to call it? You're going to have positive motion with what Mars is asking you to do on this particular day. But more energy than anything else, Libra, is what's taking place for you on the opposite end of the charts for you. It's the opposing energy that's going to be this activator for you. So there is an opportunity for you to see that there's more than one way to skin a cat here, and the frequencies are open for you to look at that in a different way. Moving on to the energy of Saturday, then, very specifically, the heavens is talking to you about the fact that the Wheel of Fortune energy, which is Jupiter, okay, and Jupiter's getting ready to turn its moon position in on Saturday. So we're going to switch from Scorpio into the moon in Sagittarius, excuse me. Sagittarius is the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius is Jupiter. The moon in Sagittarius kind of runs forward on this Saturday, which is going to be kind of important for some of you guys because it's going to help support, even though it doesn't look like it with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Libra, what this is doing is it's opening up the conversation now, and it's pushing this towards where the healing needs to take place for Libra in Capricorn, very specifically. So it may not be time for you to make this investment if that's what it is that you're thinking of doing, but it's not negative. On Sunday, it opens itself up in a little bit of a different way, Libra. What it does is it creates this harmony between how fast the Saturn and Pisces energies for you and the Chiron and Aries energy is pushing against the conversation in Venus and Capricorn. So it's just an opportunity for you to look over your shoulder just a little bit, just to review things. But what you're reviewing is this. Let's go into the clarifiers here and let's see what else we can get for our Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising this upcoming week. So let's focus on Monday the 29th. This Queen of Swords energy, what is going on with Libra? Because you're making some decisions. That's exactly what this is. Two of Swords. You're making a very strong decision about something. What is it that we are potentially walking away from? What have we finished? What is going on for our Libra? What we have is the Strength card, followed by the Eight of Cups. And so basically what's going on is there was some sort of an activation that took place for you potentially while we were going through that full moon in Leo, which was the previous week, but something that's just not making you feel at your highest points, okay? So whatever this is, now you could be potentially taking a look at what's going on in Leo in your chart, because I can tell you right now that this week Leo doesn't have a lot of energy in its transiting house in the third house of communication. There's not a lot of energy at all. There's no planets that are sitting here in Leo. It would be all the opposing energy of what the sun energy is doing in Aquarius on this particular day. But whatever made you feel less than, it looks to me like that's what you're walking away from. Let's go into the Eight of Swords energy on Wednesday specifically and see what we have here. So what we specifically have here is this Knight of Cups. Yep, there we go. There's Mercury. and there's the situation here. So I have a feeling that this Knight of Cups energy that's showing up for you, because that's what's going on here. This Knight of Cups energy very specifically is the energy of Gemini. So Mercury, there's some energy that was going on last week in the heavens with this situation with Leo. This is about somebody else very specifically, and you have to make the decision to cut this out, and that's literally what you're doing. Mercury, again, the High Priestess, is coming in here to say this is going to affect your momentum for moving forward, so you got to get this energized, because you can see it shows back up here. What's this Page of Pentacles then for Libra? It has everything to do with, again, your emotional stability. The Ten of Cups in the reverse position is we have to start something different. The Ten of Cups has been fulfilled. Therefore, we're giving ourselves energy, time, and space to move forward with something new. We have to allow this new energy to come in. So let's get to this Devil in this Three of Wands energy here. Okay. And we have the Five of Pentacles. We're healing this. So you're in the energy of healing whatever this stuck energy was. You're acknowledging it, you're seeing it, and you're moving past it. Self-imposed restriction here. This is mini devil. Okay, the Eight of Swords is mini devil. And then again, this is what's being affected. So you're sort of being pointed towards what's going to be happening here for you on Friday. So Friday's energies could be a very big day for you. If you have a big decision that needs to be made, there's going to be a lot of healing that is going to allow you to move forward. Let's see what happens with this Wheel of Fortune on Saturn Day. Saturday for a lot of people is going to be good. Yep, there you go. You're trying to heal some component about what's going on within your finances, your stability. Very potentially could be something that needs to be adjusted for long-term stability, but definitely it is in the family way. And again, you're letting the universe share with you that I'm asking for this, and so they're like, yes, we're going to support you. We're bringing in this energy that will help you. You have to stay grounded this week. Let's look at this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is the Tower in reverse. So what that's telling me here, and then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. This is beautiful, because whatever anxious anxiety, you go from the 8 to the 9 in the reverse position, is all clarified by the time you get towards this weekend. So Libra, this is going to be a very important week for you as well. It's the reason why I like to do the luminaries with the lunar position or transitions first, so that you can sort of see what is going to potentially be affecting you from an emotional perspective. Make sure you're looking at your sun, your moon, and your rising to tie everything together. But this is going to be a very healing week for you. Let's pull in the energy of the energy cards, and let's see what else we have for our Libra. The Tower card in the reverse position is Mars energy. So you're going to want to pay attention to what's going on with Mars. Very specifically, there's nothing main on Saturday. Where Mars comes in to mess with you from a planetary position is this huge opportunity that takes place on Saturday. The thing about Saturday for all people is that it's literally going to allow for more people to get more project work done, especially when that moon shifts into Sagittarius. So if you can just hang out here, you're going to find out what it is that you might need to do. Okay. Yep. So I wasn't surprised. We have 3 cards for Libra. Again, Sun, Leo energy, not really finding yourself in a position that you could maybe move forward and grasp this energy. You're still feeling a little bit low as I'm processing this energy now, but you will shift it. You will. You're going to see this upcoming week. Let's move towards the numerology card for our Libras this week. Leo, Leo, Leo. That full moon was just a hot mess for a lot of people. Yep, there it is. Just time out. You need to give yourself an opportunity to just go low and slow this week. Very slowly and surely, moving towards this next direction of what's going to be taking place for us when we get towards this Thursday. In the meantime, in the green time, you can sort of slow down your energy this week in order to be a little bit more grounded. The energy of 10 We're letting it go. You have to take a break here. We're not going to get too crazy with any energies. And if you go low and slow, then you're avoiding a tower moment, right? Towers don't always have to be scary, but they do show themselves up in the reverse position for me as a position of you avoiding something that you really don't want to get involved with. Your final card for this week is going to be an angel card. And then we're going to go into the back of the book here, and we're going to read the details for this grounding and anchoring support from a crystal perspective or anything else that we have. Yep. So what we have here is the compassion. And potentially for some of you, you've not been giving yourself compassion. It's potentially in your awareness that you've not been putting compassion into what's been going on with your finances or how it could be affecting other people. This could be the week where you realize, ooh, I really got to change this so that I can see this grow. I may have to let something go. That moon really is forcing me to let this happen, but it's beautiful because this is letting yourself come out of a restriction. Give yourself some compassion this week. That's what the universe is saying. Give yourself some love. Give yourself a timeout. Take a breaky break. Everything that's going on this week is here to support you, not to hurt you. The final thing I want to say about this is that for some of you, there's going to be this shift that comes into people paying attention to you. So if you have a social media platform, if you put stuff out online, it's very potential that people are looking to share or are viewing information. You may not receive the rest of this information this week, but somebody has the potential of supporting you. And I would see more of that coming in the next week when you move more into the 6th and the 7th house, more of your natural state where you're a little bit more grounded technically in energy. All right, let's go into the book here and let's take a look at how I can share with you this grounding and anchoring. It really is going to be a lot of meditation time for you. That's pretty much what it is. You've got to just slow yourself down, allow any of these activations and some other things that are coming to take place to be available to you to use when you need it. So I am firmly grounded in my physical body, right? It's reminding you to maintain your connection. The other thing is, for some of you, because of the scattered energy that's been taking place these few weeks, the Schumann resonance has really been messing with you. So if you've uncomfortable belly issues or just digestion issues or some of those other different types of things, the only way that you can get past that is to slow down in some areas, cut some things out that are not supporting for you so that you can get your physical body back into alignment. You can do this in lots of different ways, right? You can ground your energy in meditation, watch those roots go down into the ground, hug a tree, love a tree, petting animals works. If you have trees or plants inside your house, stopping and caring for them and talking to them if you can. Walking on the beach if you have weather-related energy that's going to support you. A swim. A lot of people find grounding energy in water. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water this week to help you be grounded a little bit. You might need to back off of some other things that are not so good for you, but from a crystal perspective, to help make sure that you are grounding this energy, smoky quartz is going to be very supportive for you. So is hematite. So is pyrite, and black tourmaline is going to be your best friend. Okay, if you have onyx or you have jet or you have any of those other things, those will also be supportive. But the kyanite I love because it assists you in maintaining your high connection but keeping you very grounded, especially if you are integrating codes. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Hopefully this has been very supportive. Again, sun, moon, rising to get your full picture. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, a personal healing with me, or an explanation for your personal chart information, the description box below takes you right to my website and it will give you how to connect with me. Anything else I can do, let me know, but this is what I have. Many blessings, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.